on Timeless Cinematheque?
We're diving into one of the most powerful films ever made.
Sergei Eisenstein's Battleship Potemkin from 1925. This isn't a quiet historical drama. This is cinema grabbing you by the collar and making you feel something. Eisenstein used editing, montage, like a musical instrument, building emotion shot by shot until the screen practically vibrates. And yes, we have to talk about the Oddessa steps. Once you see it, you don't forget it. Let's see how he created a whole new way of elongating time to create tension. On the Oddessa steps, Eisenstein isn't interested in showing the massacre in real time. Instead, he fractures the event into details: boots, faces, a baby carriage, and then repeats and rearranges those fragments. The result is that time no longer feels natural. It feels stretched, distorted, almost unbearable. That technique, sometimes called overlapping editing, has echoed through film history. When a director like Robert Zemeckis stages the tunnel sequence in Back to the Future Part 2, he's doing something very similar. The moment when Biff's car bears down on Marty would last only a few seconds in reality. But by cutting between the wheels, the headlights, Marty's face, and the perspective of the tunnel, he expands those seconds into a long, sustained beat of suspense. Eisenstein called this the power of montage, using cuts not just to connect shots, but to reshape time itself, so that we feel danger or terror more intensely than any single, continuous shot could provide. He also explained how cinema works on us. In his writings, most famously in Film Sense and Film Form, he broke down montage as a psychological and emotional process. He believed that when you place two images together, the audience creates a third meaning in their minds, something that isn't literally on the screen, but is felt. Watching Potemkin after reading his work feels like seeing theory come alive in motion. Let's take a look at how a silent film from nearly a century ago can still feel this urgent and this human. It's impossible to watch Battleship Potemkin and not feel its impact, whether you respond to the politics or not. Eisenstein wasn't just staging a mutiny, he was staging emotion. He believed cinema shouldn't simply show reality, it should engineer a reaction. So instead of long scenes, we get rapid fragments, eyes widening, boots marching, crowds scattering, a baby carriage rolling down the steps. None of these shots mean much alone, but together they become overwhelming. That's montage. That's Eisenstein. And the faces, ordinary people, not movie stars, give the film its weight. Fear, anger, solidarity. You don't just watch them, you feel pulled into their experience. What amazes me is how modern it still feels. We see echoes of Potemkin everywhere, from thrillers to action films to political cinema. Yet nothing quite matches its raw intensity. There's a remarkable quality to the Oddessa steps sequence. It doesn't simply show violence, it stretches it. It lingers. It traps us inside the moment. Eisenstein does this by bending time, not through slow motion, but through editing. Instead of letting an action play out in one continuous shot, he breaks it into fragments. A line of soldiers, the rhythm of boots, a mother's terrified face, a child falling, a baby carriage beginning to roll. Each of these images could last a second in real time, but Eisenstein repeats them, reframes them, and rearranges them so we feel every beat more intensely. This is called overlapping editing, where the same sliver of action reappears across multiple shots. Real-world time stays the same, but emotional time stretches like elastic. Eisenstein wrote about this in Film Sense and Film Form, describing montage as a way to create a new meaning that doesn't exist in any single shot by itself. When we see boots marching, then a screaming crowd, then the boots again, our mind fills in the terror between those images. We don't just observe the panic, we experience it. Before we lower the curtain on tonight's screening of Battleship Potemkin, I want to take a moment to thank our special guest, the ever-curious, ever-creative Minnie JP. If you've enjoyed exploring cinema's revolutionary spirit tonight, you'll find that same love of storytelling pulsing through everything he creates. From motorcycles to mythology to bold AI-driven filmmaking, his work reminds us that art doesn't just live in the past, it roars forward into the future. Minnie JP, tell our audience where they can find you.
Thank you, Vivien, and thank you to everyone watching. It's been an honor sharing this space with fellow film lovers. If you'd like to hang out with me a little more, come visit my channel, Minnie JP. It's a mix of motorcycle adventures, creative storytelling, AI-powered films, and cinematic passion, all blended together with heart and a bit of rebel spirit. So come ride with me. We'll talk movies, chase stories, and keep the love of cinema alive. On two wheels.
Thank you again for tuning in, and please keep watching Timeless Cinematheque.